There is a stranger living inside your head. It hides entire rooms from you. It runs programs you never installed. It can move you to tears without asking permission, and it has convinced you of things it cannot actually prove. That stranger is your own mind. Last time, we caught your senses lying to you. This time, it's worse, because this time, it's the part of you that feels most like you. 5 things about your own mind that shouldn't be possible, and yet you can check most of them tonight. From the inside, you think of your mind as yours, transparent, under your control, the one thing in the whole universe you have complete access to. You don't. Let me show you the locks. Number 1. You're locked out of your own dreams. Start with the rooms you're not allowed into. Every night, you dream. Not once, 4, 5, 6 times, in long stretches, each time you pass through a certain stage of sleep, which means that across a lifetime, you'll live through tens of thousands of dreams. Entire worlds, people who don't exist, places that were never built, a whole second life, running in parallel with this one. And you remember almost none of it. Within minutes of waking, a dream evaporates, and most never even make it that far. The overwhelming majority of everything your mind builds at night, you will never see, never recall, never even know happened. Sit with that. There's a version of you having adventures, conversations, whole relationships, every single night. And you, the daytime you, are locked out of nearly all of it. It's happening in your own head, in your own bed, and you don't have the key. So the very first secret your mind keeps from you is an entire life it lives without you. Number 2. Why do we point? And it's something you do constantly and have never once questioned. Point at something. Right now, in your head, or with your actual hand. Now ask, why does that work? Why does sticking out a finger make another person turn and look at the exact thing you mean? It feels like nothing. It's one of the most remarkable things you do, because almost no other animal does it. Point something out to most animals, and they'll just stare at your finger. The whole idea, don't look at my hand, look at what I'm indicating, mostly doesn't land. It's very nearly unique to us. And here's the part that should stop you. Human babies start pointing at around a year old, before they can talk, before a single word. This tiny gesture, look at that, with me, shows up first. Many researchers think it's the seed, the foundation that language, teaching, sharing, all of human culture grew out of. The moment our ancestors could point, 2 minds could lock onto the same thing and share it. Everything else followed from there. You've been doing it since before you could speak. You do it every day. You never chose it and never wondered about it. An ancient instinct, quietly running you from underneath. Worth noting, apes raised around humans can learn to point a bit, but pointing to share something, just for its own sake, still looks profoundly human. Number 3. You cannot explain left. Now, a wall inside your own knowledge. Here's a word you've known since you were 3. Left. You know exactly what it means. You could point left this instant. So, define it. Not point to it. Define it. Explain, in words alone, what left means to someone who has never shared a room, a planet, or a body with you. An alien, on the far side of the galaxy, over a radio. No pictures. No, the hand you write with. Only words and ideas you both already share. Like circle, or hot, or 3. You can't. Try it, and you'll just go in circles. Every definition you reach for secretly leans on some physical thing you'd both have to already be looking at. For a long time, this was considered genuinely, provably impossible. It even has a name, the Ozma problem. Left feels completely obvious from the inside, and turns out to be one of the single hardest things in existence to actually communicate. And then, the twist. In the 1950s, physicists discovered something staggering. The universe itself is very slightly left-handed. Deep down, in the way certain particles break apart, nature is not perfectly mirror-symmetric. There's a real, built-in difference between left and right, woven into the laws of physics, which means there's exactly one honest way to explain left to an alien. You have to hand them a physics experiment to run, a word every toddler knows, and the only true way to define it is to invoke one of the deepest asymmetries in the cosmos. That's how strange the inside of your own head really is. Number 4. Music gives you chills, and you don't get a vote. There are certain sounds, a swell in a song, a voice cracking on exactly the right note, that send a wave of goosebumps down your arms and put a lump in your throat. You know the feeling. Everyone has a song that does it. Now step back and look at what's actually happening. It's air, vibrating air, hitting your eardrum in a particular pattern. There's no threat, no food, no danger, and no reward. Nothing your survival depends on, in the slightest. And yet your body reacts as if something enormous just occurred. Your skin rises, your heart shifts, your eyes sting. Your brain even releases the same reward chemical it uses for food and for love. Why? Nobody's sure. There's no agreed-upon reason we have this ability at all. A pattern of pure, abstract sound, often not even any words, reaches past everything you think you control and physically moves you, whether you like it or not. You can't decide to have chills. They're given to you by a part of your mind you don't operate. It might be the clearest proof there is that you are not really the one in charge in there. Number 5. You can't prove the world is older than 5 minutes, which brings us to the last one. And this one, once it's in your head, does not leave. You are certain the world is old. You remember yesterday. You've got scars from years ago, photos from childhood, an entire past stretching out behind you. Obviously, the universe is older than 5 minutes. Prove it. Here's the trap. Imagine the whole universe blinked into existence 5 minutes ago, but complete. With the light from distant stars already mid-journey, with the half-eaten meal already sitting in your fridge, with the ache already in your legs, and with every one of your memories already installed in your head, fully formed, feeling exactly as real as they do right now. If that had happened, what test could you possibly run to notice? Every scrap of evidence you'd reach for, your memories, the history books, the fossils in the ground, would simply be part of the 5-minute-old setup. There is no experiment, not even in principle, that can rule it out. The philosopher Bertrand Russell laid this out a century ago, and no one has ever answered it. I'm not saying it's true. It almost certainly isn't. The point is sharper than that. Your absolute, bone-deep certainty that your past actually happened, the thing your entire sense of self is built on top of, rests on nothing you can actually prove. Your mind hands you the past as a solid, settled fact. And underneath, it's really just faith. So here's what's living in your head. A mind that dreams a whole second life and locks you out of it. That runs ancient instincts you never chose. That knows things it physically cannot explain. That reaches past your control to move you to tears. And that hands you your entire past as certainty, while quietly having no way to prove a second of it is real. We spend our whole lives assuming the one thing we know completely, from the inside, is our own mind. It's the exact opposite. It's the deepest stranger you will ever live with. You'll spend every second of your existence inside it, and you will never fully know it, never fully control it, never even get to see most of what it does. The most intimate thing in the universe to you is a locked room you're standing in the middle of. That's both halves done now, your senses and your mind. If your grip on reality feels a little looser than it did 20 minutes ago, good. That's the whole point of this channel. Subscribe, and let's keep pulling the thread.